All right, today's a bit of a funny one. I'm going to talk about my photography uniform that I wear. And this is something I've just sort of morphed into through the years that I pretty much wear on all my editorial shoots and then all of my commercial shoots as well. It's just sort of like my unofficial uniform. And I'm no style god, as you can see, but it's very practical. It's very inexpensive. So if you're spending all your money on Leicas like I am, you can save money on your clothes. And everything I'm going to talk about with my outfit today is really dependent on a couple things. Not so much price. I don't worry about that a ton, but it factors in. But it's more about I live in a hot climate. I run hot and I'm a bigger guy. I'm trying to hide some unsavory things. And I also want to be comfortable and somewhat flexible and then not care if I get my stuff dirty. Because even on commercial shoots, I find myself on the ground. I find myself in just all sorts of different places. Factor all that in. So here's a little breakdown. Before I get into the breakdown, just to remind you guys, this episode is sponsored by my online store, askmott.com, where I've got online 101 classes for anyone that needs a little motivation, some direction in their photography, and just accountability. Anyone that wants help with their photography, I can do so. Amateur, pro, all genres, all levels of photographers, anyone in the world. Check out my online classes at askmott.com. I've also got my Northern Vietnam photography workshop here in March. Couple slots left. You can sign up right now if you're watching this. More, you can check all that out at askmott.com. All right, so my outfit, I'm going to give you a couple different variations of it. But again, keep in mind, I live in Vietnam. I live in the north of Vietnam, so it does get cooler sometimes. Typically, I just wear a pair of like basic jeans. Recently, I've got into Zara jeans just because they're like affordable, and I go through them quite a bit, probably too much. Like I ripped 2 pairs of jeans from Zara in the last 6 months. One was on a shoot in China, and I'm not going to blame Zara for this. You might say like, dude, get a different pair of jeans. I think it was me. I think it was human error. One was on a shoot in China, and I just sort of like sat on this bench, and I had like a nail on it, and I ripped the butt in my pants. And then I was shooting another shoot for Restoration Hardware, a commercial shoot in Indonesia, and I was at a factory, and I was lying on one of the factory tables, and there was something sharp on there. If you're gonna lie down on a table in a factory where they're cutting things, you'll probably cut yourself. And I cut my crotch wide open, and by the end of the day, the pants weren't usable. I had a giant hole in my crotch. So that's another story. That was fun. That was embarrassing. But I typically go with a pair of gray jeans, a pair of black jeans, and a pair of blue jeans, and insert whatever company you want there. And I like a pair that's not too loose and not too tight. I can't pull off skinny jeans, but I don't want to look too baggy or sloppy either. And for shirts, I typically just wear t-shirts. It's hot again where I am, so I go with a black t-shirt and I go with a structured t-shirt. And I really like the Uniqlo Aerosim shirts because they do have a little bit of structure to them. So that hides sort of my unsavory folds, we'll call it. But they're also kind of light as well. So I have a black one, I have a charcoal one, and I have a navy blue one. And again, I just mix and match with those jeans, but it's just simple, right? And so jeans, t-shirt, then under that I wear an Aerosim tank top underneath. I tuck that in because sometimes if you're a bigger dude and you reach up a lot like I do, I'm up high, I'm down low. There's the option to see the gut, there's the option to see the butt crack. The Aerosim tank, get a bunch of those, wear those underneath. That keeps things in line, keeps things together too. So, and even smaller guys sometimes, like your butt crack shows, not as much as us, but it can show. I don't want that to happen on an editorial shoot or a commercial shoot. And then as far as shoes go, I typically just go with a pair of white, all white Stan Smiths. They go with everything. Now, the downside of those is that on an editorial shoot or if I'm going somewhere in the wild or jungle, no, I'm not going to wear those. I might wear a pair of Timberland or Danner boots for that kind of stuff. But most shoots in a controlled environment, Stan Smiths, they go with everything. Go with every single outfit and they dress up just enough that I can pull them off on commercial shoots, and they're comfortable. So all white Stan Smiths for shoes. And now the biggest one that people ask as far as accessories, the hat. People always ask about the hat. This is a baton cerise. It's called a Docker hat or a Mickey hat. I first heard about these, or I first discovered these when I was in Tokyo, and I thought, oh, those are really cool. I found one at some random shop, put it on, loved it, became my signature look like, I don't know, 7 or 8 years ago. And then I found the baton cerise ones, a company in France, small company. I don't know why they don't sponsor me at this point, but they're very nice, but they're a small company. But man, I sell a lot of these hats, but I like them. Not because I'm trying to hide the fact that I'm like balding. No, I don't care. I am not trying to hide it, or else I wouldn't show it on a YouTube channel. I don't get a ton of views, but I wouldn't show it here if it wasn't. Not trying to hide that. All the questions when people say, dude, no, you're not fooling anyone. I'm not trying to. I wear this because it protects my thinning hair from the sun, so I don't get a sunburn on the top of my head, but also it doesn't block when I'm taking pictures. No brim. And you could say, well, you could just wear a regular ball cap, which I do. If it's hot out, these hats are not great. Half the year, I don't wear these much outdoors. I wear just a regular lightweight hat. And then I do the American thing and I turn around backwards and yeah, over the top it. I have like a beige hat and a black one that I wear. Another, and again from Uniqlo. They're just affordable and I sweat through them. I go through them quickly. So yeah, just easy. I have a couple of those that I just wear on shoots. I'll put a link to those in the description box below. You can check them out. They're expensive. People are always like, whoa, they're expensive. Yeah, they are, but I like them. I got a whole collection of them. Other companies make them too. I just like theirs the best. As far as other accessories, don't wear the scarf anymore, but every once in a while, if I'm on a commercial shoot, that black t-shirt, black pants thing, and the white shoes, it's enough, but sometimes I work with like higher-end clients like luxury hotels and I need to like somewhat look the part. So I might throw on like a fancy watch. I have one or two. I throw that on. It dresses up the outfit. I realize it's ridiculous, but I don't know. In addition to that, for underwear, Uniqlo Aerosim underwear, same thing, lightweight, breathable, and affordable. Socks, I think I just have a collection of like Muji socks that I like, and maybe some Uniqlo ones as well. Pretty affordable across the board. Now, I don't wear this everywhere, but it has just become my official photography uniform because it's practical, because it's lightweight, because it's easy to mix and match. And that's it. If you're just like a normal or below average looking guy like me, you're trying to conceal some things, and you don't need to look too fancy, but you want to look presentable, this is my look. This is my photography uniform. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. A little bit of a weird one, but I thought it'd be fun to do. I had a good time doing it. I don't know if you did. You can let me know in the comment section what your photography uniform is. That's my look. Thank you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to check out my online store at askmot.com. Remember, I've got that Northern Vietnam photography workshop. I'd love to have you guys. I've got a few slots left. Sign up now. It's your last chance. It's a workshop of a lifetime, all inclusive. You just have to get here. Thank you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and don't forget to have a wonderful day.